Abuzia ya shase dia na anano Commonwealth parliamentarians for ebedi dwedie sonkon ewo kuromba na mampeni na Otu Darko akufado edi na nyonyam kopie dwedie no so no wodi etudwa se ba bia eduro no yenkebi ma minkebi ne se na niam esikọ na nya papa esan se obete abantu gonko na ekoso na ne nyina nso ekoso ewo ebibire matoya aga na ka ho enti wodi na no December tudwa wo kirim se baby asampompon na eduru no ewo se nyina ya de ehu gimu na de ekọ no yensesa na nya papa sanse baby enkomodwetwe no ekọ no enya de a ebeboa ebibire matoye
are the unconstitutional changes in government in parts of Africa, especially in West Africa, through a series of coups d'etats and military interventions in governments, which testify to democratic regression. It is in the interest of democratic growth that this development is reversed as soon as possible. And in order so to do, that we give maximum support to ECOWAS, the regional body of West Africa, and the African Union, Africa's continental organization, in their efforts to restore democratic institutions in the affected nations of Mali, Burkina Faso, Guinea, Niger, and Gabon, and also in whatever dispositions they take to stem the tide of this unwelcome evolution. The Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, indeed, the Commonwealth itself, should join ECOWAS and the African Union in demanding the immediate unconditional release from unjustifiable detention of the democratically elected President of the Republic of Niger, His Excellency Mohamed Bazoum. Democracy and the stability that generally accompanies democratic governance are essential for the future prosperity of the African continent. By the Committee of Nations, in search of common solutions to climate change, have resulted in several measures, including promotion of renewable energy, strengthening of environmental regulations, and fostering international collaborations. Global advocacy towards transition from fossil fuels to renewable energy resources, such as solar, wind, hydroelectric, and nuclear power, has been phenomenal. The clarion call is for member countries to invest in renewable energy infrastructure, provide incentives for clean energy production, and set renewable energy targets to reduce carbon emissions and combat climate change, and also make our economies competitive.
Mampeni nana Otu Darko ekufado ene nimfoni ena mohwe na sa dwumedie kro na ase no na dwumtireni ede magana ye mrahye bedwa a right honorable Album Bagbin enso ede tu dwa se ye ka kebi maminkebi amemu a eno ena ya de a oman Ghana ene ebibire ma ya gya tumu na ohwe se na niam esi kọ na enye papa ehu behia se oman bia besomuye esante sisi ane ya atoto na se eno so enye papa.
Parliaments in the sub-region and in Africa in particular must try to understand the reasons for the loss of trust and confidence in the leadership of democratic processes and institutions that has characterized the recent spate of disruptions of constitutional order and constitutionalism in the continent. But it's important for us to note that these disruptions are always started by the civilian regimes themselves. They are those who go against the dictates of their own constitution and the mandate of the people and invite others to take over. We should be able to pick the signals, should there be any, and to steer our democracies away from such incidents in future.
Abusia yebeko ngumesia ensemu na yenyina yenim se oman Ghana ha ya na ya dwumedie soronko abodwa data na ya hye teacherfo anuonyam afi we dwumedie no akoso ekoso ewo takrade na onuaba Faith aku jakpasu ono na mpenimfo hwemu no omo se waya ade pa na ba ne sa no yabo na baso kama
October busumene da etoso enum ewo afibie mu eye World Teachers Day na esa honti enamso ema nana aredanko kufodo Ghana mampene wa fimpi mienu ene dunumi Teachers Awards event no odani munyam ekote echira omo ekobo eye achechefo edunum abaso na nipa odin kan se afimpi mienu ene dunumi best teacher ema Ghana eye Faith aku jakpasu na ono eye overall best teacher ewo 2023 Ghana's Teachers Prize Ceremony ya eno ekoso ewo takrade ewo atoye mantemu adi omode born abaso and a 3-bedroom house eno omode born abaso ya nipa otoso mienu eye second best teacher no eye Mohammed Ibrahim yo no so ofi so senior high technical school ewo atoye mantemu afa so Raphael efriye yo no so ofi Pabi MA primary school ewo epoye mantemu omienu no enya pickups eye eshen ya omode ebo omabaso wo ne yine mo no branch medie no ekoso no Miss Jakpasu ya odi nkan ebo ya chachurefo a omo ebeshi modwumedie no asetitirumpo ene achachurefo nkabomko no na wofo ene achachurefo omo boa ya tete no mo no abedu sampempeso yi president ya Ghana National Teachers Association no ano ya etwenity Senate Reverend Isaac Owusu ene achachurefo ne bi nso eton safre aban no se onkoso a na onhya achachurefo no enkran omo special allowances ebe omo titirumpo no wono omo won nkrasi achese omo de omo ni bibia omo edan so to afọ share ehumesua won sensam eso so no so nya na femu de emfamboa aban
ene yebema yenuaba Faith aku jakpasu yebema no ne trinkwa afi yebema no monuyo esanse wabo atwuma pa anano ena wo Ghana mu ha dom kuma na omo mrahye bedwam ne ku ahodo aka rice Ghana nom ebo homode so omo ye kire sanse Bank of Ghana de odano no yera Dr. Ernest Addison omo hwese ne o se toto niama na nya papa one na abedi kire mienu no enti wo mo ye kire na ye nyina ye nim se anka edom kuma ne de edin bi ti se honorable James Kluche Aveji honorable Muntaka Mubarak Muhammad honorable Haruna Idrisu yebehu omo nso ye hu entina CTV ye hwa de kode airport a ekoba ne sa
CTV cameras Montine Suono. Yeni entwa empenifo miensa ya wa freedom kumano afa yewura James Kluche Aveji Mohammed Muntaka Mubarak ene Haruna Idrisu. Waba demonstration no ekwaso no sanse ye na yeni muse empenifo die eba no adwumaso a ititiriw ene ne ebebwa Ghana wode won ho agim ebinu mu keka se wode won ho ete wodom ni mu sanso na bi ekire se esan wondi bra January bosumi atwemu yi yaji fi wonu mu nsem no ebia na wonbu efu nti womo afa won ho anje demonstration no emubie CTV kase egusu ehwehwe ensem wei emu ne yahwe se ensem a Ghanafo eka no nokre ewo mu ana wabra ye ne party ne chitaifo bi ekasa ye ewosu wamoni din na mom no wo se wosusu se bibi ne nkoye ewo amanyukuo ni mu eno nti wontena se na wompa no pomasibre ansana 2024 abatuo kase no edruso CTV ye ne da forma yegusu a ehwe se bibi betimi afisa ensem mu aba ansana no yanhwe dwumaso a empenifo miense wabo edi aboa domkumano.
The Speaker, when I rose, you know the essence of parliamentary question is significant and integral to the exercise of oversight. Your refusal to allow me, even as minority leader, to proceed can only be an effort to stifle oversight. Sad the way you have treated me as minority leader. I stood up before the majority leader. You owe me that courtesy and that respect. You owe me that courtesy and that respect. Mr. Speaker, you cannot, even after hearing him, you were still not decided whether to hear me or not. All I'm voted to do here is to speak, and as minority leader, to stick to the rules. May I respectively, I'm not here to talk about Kuru. May I draw your attention to Order 130 and why I was on my feet. And I'm within the rules and within the standing orders. And you must respect the standing orders as chair of this house.
Speaker, with the greatest of respect to your office, I disagree with you vehemently when you, Mr. Speaker, want to do that yourself. Because there has to be a member of parliament who has to do that according to our rules.
Honorable member, read the standing order again.
Mr. Speaker, we'll be grateful to listen.
Read the standing order again.
Mr. Speaker, it will be good to listen to me. When I'm done, you have the privilege to make your
Minority Chief Whip.
You have to first
read the standing orders again.
Government is entering into any agreement which is international and of economic value. Parliament must approve it. That is correct. But the action required from Parliament make reference to Article 181. And when you go to the Constitution and you go to Article 181, it talks about loans. There are three main items there you can see under the Article 181. The first one is when government of Ghana is granting loan out of our public funds, it must be approved by Parliament. The second one, if government of Ghana is contracting loan into public funds.
Mejide se wobia epese woye kendi nipa na afenso wobo wo mu aka no abaso nanso ede empa na betumi de yanina no aduru hono mu de empo ene ma kendini edi asem a esuse no esuo na afenso waka dodo na ebomu na wotumi adwene epe ensam no ehu pemasibre sabre de ye bisawo se NDC amanyoko no sei ena akowie anase bibi fufuro bi ebetumi afrimu aba.
Enti ko san ye bisa eno no wo hwe adwuma so na samra hye bedwafo yi abo na nanse mu yehu babi o mafa na asem no edi bisa pa yenko akwan ehun sensem eso na asoye a mo hwe akwantempon eso ede amane bi aba ni nyina ani se September bosomne da to so du enso no na nsuo etoye ma Dolly Bridge anasen samso no nsuo horo no koye na abaye na adwen so obemode a na wedi sa adwumedie no na akwantufo wo mo aheham na sisi no omaye fa na efa pe na ye adwumenti omode enkra na base ahyan ahodo aya akese no ma wo mo nkofo sanse se na niam asiko no jo mu wie ansa
Yera kwasia mu akwata ekohwe eye Savannah Mantemu Dolly Bridge na ebuo ewo bole no na wone amanfo etwetwe nkomo no wo hye wono mu bo se na wotwe ba akopɛ wo mo ede besiesie eye bridge no ede ama wono mu na mmom no wo mo ye nsiesie kakra ewo sumita we ye mu sede beye na eye nkwanhia esi wo hono mu no ensanso ensibio na wo kire mu sei ahyan ahodo akese heavy duty cars ni na no wo srɛ mu obia emefa so sede beye na nsese ya wo mu ye no ebetumi akoye public relations officer one of the roads ministry ano Nasir Ahmed Yati editu just say nya wo mu ye no mritia wenim no wo betumi aboa ama basis ahodo ene cars nketo ni na no etumi atwam na mum wo mo mpese heavy duty ahyan ni na no ebetwemu ewo ho enunti wo mpe baby foforo na nka wo no mu emfa owura Yati to aso say contractors egusua eboaboa wo ho sade beye na wotumi aba beye adwuma kese a ewo bridge ne so na momo no wo mo besre se wo biansi abotre na wonsiesie bridge no emfa ema wono mo sa bridge wo hyebo sa bridge no enchekra contractors beba beguso na chese wo mo aye ho adwuma na hyen ahodo etimi adi akoni aba wo so
ye be free Savannah Mantemu na ye de ani akyeremu ewo bono ayinkro eyesunyan na adwumadi esronko bi akoso ewo hono mo nyina anim se ehon so no se ba no kua adwuma wɔn bɔ wɔn ho mmɔden paa na yɛwura PK Michael Esumeni wɔn na Cocoa Board ɛwɔ mantam na ɔda no wɔde ato dwa sɛ ɔhwɛ dwumadie ahodoɔ a ɛma a wɔn de wɔn ho agye koko ɛyɛ dwumadie mu no ɛbɔ a wɔkyerɛ mu a ɛnkyɛ ɛho adanse ɛbɛba no ɛnyɛ adanse ketewa sɛ ɛma no wɔn bɔ adwuma paa.
Wabra wakasa na wadi to dwa se enya bribia na koko no eso ne senti ehu behia se ema womo eye koko akuadwuma no ebie no ebesan so apa adwuma bi aye ede aka ho oto aso se marketing cooperative no womo ehwe ni mo se womo ebehye mankunan se beye na koko ni hompo a wom betumi enya bibi aye ede aboa womo dada asetena wade nsami etu CTV yamani boni enim ewo sonyane wabra womo epa Bono Ahafu Cocoa Women Association, Jumede Bihontoma, Ewonom. Nensama wadi tu jano ebini.
We had a cocoa clinic from Waha. There are more than 15 medical doctors, specialist doctors, doctors are more fellows on field of study. Waha, to help us reach out to our farmers and to help, give them advice, especially, and the breast cancer screening, cervical cancer, and all of those ones. It's good. And for me, Cocoa Clinic will be doing more. This is just the beginning. We are even hoping we'll reach out to other places, as far as Cocoa for or more Apomodimo air concern. And don't be surprised in the near future, say be a Cocoa Clinic.
Wakasa we ye and our science so edit to just say medical and paramedical staff beye eduonum eye 50 awomo every Cocoa clinics I one kind tema takrade debi so any medicine dodo na mu ehwe se womo ebeboa se beye na Cocoa ekuafo apomudin ebetumi ejana na so brane.
Now our 96 societies, from 9 districts, I am a Kabuma. It's positive. And we have common numbers now. There are more than 7,000. Mom bar in the crowd, my house also. We had last year launching our hand from bar, Nippon bar, Julie Parker. It's very positive. And for me, I think it's a step in the right direction. Okay. Oh, interventions now, Cocoa Board, they are farmers, they'll be brave, fertilizer application, pruning, okay, cutting down of old like disease cocoa, trees and then replanting them, maybe I'll come once. We have farms baby crowd and my back to the farmers, which is very positive. We have adopt, weeding gangs for farm inputs and the more several of them. It's a kind of program. Okay.
Abusia Uguswa Osha Nunsia Kase wa CTV Sumidin Ade Kofi do Lawson Yebeko Chacha Kase Emu ene enwumre na ya ye dwumadie soronko pa ade apa Chacha soronko bi eho entoma ne nyina the National Lottery Authority for na di sa dwumadie no ewo nkran a ne nyina ba beboa na amanfo enye sika ewo muboto mu ye nyina enim se Ise adwumadi na manfo dodo na na de omho agi mu sanse amanfo to chacha no makopie mu ewo US ene ade asofo nyina eka ho na wo ye soronko a eba beboa ama mabunu no sika aba mu botom.
Wabra Director Emma Ghana Lottery Authority Sami Ewuku ene ensemtrofo kasana wadi to just say Wamai Ghana Lotto Embrano Emma National Lottery Authority for Hokwan Emma wone eye companies anase enyumakuo bi te say Junior Solo Side for Ekabomu eye adwuma se beye na Ghana for so ebenya sikakra edegu wamu ebotom wasan so efa sa kwanya no so ensonsone ya eda luckiest raffle ene raffles ahodo no entem.
And Osha Ednele Yemra the Juma Act 722 passed by the Parliament of Ghana. I'm Penisa Chassier. Act 722 no say Emrebi Timebama NLA any third parties a collaboration. A collaboration is also a bayano. And who be here says our collaboration on the bit media raise revenue, the Abua NLA. As our collaboration, I say near maybe the more cotton. Sanya money been say a senior moyana emudaho. A say a face so no a day between the Abua
through good causes and I ma back to society yede boy here for a wisia ene wo mo a wo mo ni bi to ke cancer na mani bo mu dia am jidi se djuma so no a wo mo di no na ne kwan so aso no eno no na kwa very interesting dynamics we first time I was seasonal raffle I promote here to no once a year until once a year pen the draw is done. No no about 3 months, 4 months. I did this segment I try and sawa no na uti years so it's nearby. And I think it's something that I would like to see how I be. I also have personally, you know, almost a year or other parts of the world. Now I had the first time I nearly through a third party collaboration. Here try see the senior and also we congratulate Junior Slow side. And yet easy journey I almost started. I am very confident say I did be so.
Wakasa wie ye na CEO Emma Juniors Losai Dennis Educhum enso echre said their luckiest raffle no esifa etia watchre say sa raffle anase akradie no enya de se eto aye lottery tax 10% no ebi edaso.
Luckiest aba Ghana abontenso. The luckiest product we know enye regular lotto. So ankrakre adwuma a Caritas for ehwe ema enyuma editudwa enti we nya obi a onya adwuma no aka say okutwa lotto dabi se wo hwe ya communities a ya hwehwe a obetimi ato ticket afim ni nyina working class communities which I say amanfo a omoye omunyuma na dwumadie we nyina fire by ene senia yebetimi achiche sika ewo ye ho senia yebetimi aboa sika no na yetimi ede ama enkrofobi menka ne saa eno nti ofa society structure ana say oman na yewo mu no yewo enipa omo ewo esro ho pa ye omo wo emfimfi ana ewo omo a omo wo ase ana abodwa se na e kanu no enu nti no ne e pese ye de bibi tudwa a obia betimi ede ne ho ahyem eno na ye frɛ no the luckiest mako saa oha nti communities no ye hwɛ ebi say Washing Bay community ye hwɛ doctors community ye hwɛ nurses community ye hwɛ corporate Ghana community, lawyers community, legal services community, CEOs community. Now, you chat ticket 1,000 and now a pim ama community biya. Enti ubeti mi ato ticket no ewo community biya. And she share ni say afia nko na wie on the 23rd of December no. Ye be a grand draw. Na grand draw no eho ani ye be omanya BBF community win. Minim and say lottery products and the National Lotteries Authority no statutory deductions biya enkano.
Abusia yede eno ebesiwo na fei yetwa ho tew na yaje aboafo enkrato ye ba de akabia no yede beto amso.
CTV adwane no aketeke no abedru Ghana for Monya radio every say adwane no akensie kese pa BC dabraso community biara de nipa nan besimanan ne yahwemo yi ba ko a ye de ahenche ne be hye no de obedi kan no oni dumie no aka no de betentam so na de obedi won so nkonim no ono na ne nsabeka akyede kese pa no sa potem adwane no akensie ebema wakwanya ama wode wo hawo a ewo wo potem watudwa na wanya no muaye enti wonu aduane ede ajuwani na wudi akyede kese pii no na wo san enya wo potem hawo anumuaye. CTV Community Cooking Competition. Get ready to cook for your community's development.
Welcome to Miss Health Ghana 2023. The journey to crowning our next queen has officially begun. Several girls who may fall under the category of being a health worker, a health student, or a health enthusiast have converged here at the Accra City Hotel, the heart of the capital, to be auditioned and meet our judges. I can't wait to meet the judges. I'm super excited. I know you are too. But first, let's meet our ladies.